Where were you on September 29th, 2008? Well, on that day, the Dow suffered its biggest ever single-day crash. Business Week referred to the crash as the panic of 2008, and we might be on the verge of another stock market crash just like that again. So you can't afford to miss Money Matters Mondays with this guy, Michael Rowlands, a wealth coach and CEO of Scottsdale Gold and Silver. Good to see you. So the stock market had another bad week, you were saying. Should we be scared?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what should we do?
Well, you've seen a nice run out of the stock markets for basically however you want to look at 6 to 7 years. So it's probably a good idea to take some of those profits, set them on the side, and really watch what's going on. Right now there's a lot of pressure on our dollar, a lot of pressure with what's going on in the oil market. I mean, you got oil sitting hovering right around $30 a barrel. When you look, every time we've seen oil prices or energy sector get hit, right after that follows a huge economic downturn. So,
and we get hit in the wallet, of course.
Absolutely.
The last time you were here, Mike, you were talking about the market really started off like it did in 2008, and we kind of talked about it at the top. I mean, that's really scary. And how are you seeing that? What trends are you seeing that's making you think that, you know, we might be there again?
Well, if you look, we are pretty much right on course of what we did when 2008, how we opened up. We're tit for tat. We got a couple of days left. If we pull it out, we avoid what happened. But when you look at cycles,
right,
and when they start looking like, hey, I've seen this before, like a deja vu sense, I mean, if you could go back and talk to yourself in 2008 and you knew the market was going to crash, you'd probably tell yourself, hey, let's pull some money out and diversify in different areas.
How much, to refresh everyone's memory, how much did the market lose in 2008?
So in the market, you lost, every index lost over 50%. So if you were worth 100 grand, you were worth 50. And we're going to see the same thing today.
So what did gold and silver do in 2008?
It doubled. So
it doubled.
Yeah, so basically, if you moved 20 or 25% into gold and silver, you saw that double. The market took a 50% hit, but your gold and silver offset it. And right now, it's really important to diversify, because what's going on with our dollar, like right now, China was just over in Saudi Arabia and Iran. No big deal, except now China is telling Saudi Arabia, the rumor is, they're no longer going to buy their oil in dollars. They're going to use Chinese currency. That is going to absolutely put huge pressure. Because that means they don't need our money, right? Exactly, and that could cause a huge economic crash. If we continue down this path, people are going to lose a lot of money if they don't diversify.
Okay, thank you for saying that word again, because I was just getting ready to say, you use the term diversify. What does that mean for me?
So diversification, what that means in general, if you hear from your broker, it's diversification within the stocks. Well, you're still all in paper, so kind of the one bad apple theory. I mean, if you got a good stock and the stock market's going down, it's going to go down too, because it's associated. So true diversification means owning gold and silver, owning real estate, having stocks, having bonds.
So take your money out of the one little bucket that it might be in, and actually spreading it around, but spreading it around in the right way, which would be gold and silver, land, you know, things like that.
Absolutely.
So what's the one bit of advice then that you would give us outside of diversify? We need to go to someone who knows what they're doing with our money, correct?
Well, yeah, you need to, like I always keep saying, you need a plan, you need a plan, you need a plan. Well, right now more than ever, you need a plan, because if you could go back and talk to yourself in 2008 and say, okay, we're going to lose a ton of money, you would probably do the right thing. Right now we're staring at the exact same thing, so the last thing you need to do is get deer in the headlights, or, you know, the fainting goat disease where they fall down. And that's what happens, because emotion and misinformation is what kills investors, and that's the reason why we offer the guides and everything else like that.
Let's get you to this guy. Let's get you to Mike at Scottsdale Gold and Silver and his team. They are offering their new 2016 forecast report. What to invest in, what not to invest in. Call to schedule a free one-on-one consultation. Learn how to protect your money. That's a $500 value. They're located at 7033 East Greenway Parkway, Suite 280 in Scottsdale. 480-739-1299 is the number to call, or visit sgscoins.com.